welcome back to my channel. While I was editing this video, I realized that I forgot to do an intro. So here we are with the good old Snapchat filter. So today we're going to make good old macaroni salad. I have recently become addicted to this. I always thought it was complicated, but it's super easy. So you're going to need some elbow macaroni or pasta of your choice. Mayonnaise or vegan mayonnaise is fine. It's delicious. So go grab you some pasta, like elbow macaroni, mayo, vegan mayo, onions, celery, carrots, and bell pepper. And then if you want to put some tomatoes in it, you can. My mama makes hers with tomatoes in it, and it's perfectly fine. I don't like tomatoes in mine because I feel like they get soggy, but I do like to eat tomatoes on the side with my macaroni salad. It's absolutely delicious. Okay, so let's get into the recipe. I hope you enjoy. Okay, first things first, let's go ahead and grab our pot, get some water in it, and that way we can get it on the stove and bring it to a boil. Don't forget to add salt to your water because Rachel Ray says so. And that way you can get some seasoning on your pasta. While we wait for our water to come to a boil, we'll go ahead and start getting our veggies chopped. I've already got my carrot peeled, and here I'm slicing it up super fast. And I like to chop mine up super tiny, and that way I just find it's easier to eat with the soft macaroni. What my mama does is, like, when her macaroni has about a minute or two left to cook, she likes to drop her carrots in to par cook them. She finds it's easier to eat with her dentures, so by all means do that. And then I'm going to start on my celery, and don't forget to add the top leafy greens of the celery. They're absolutely delicious. So while I was chopping my veggies, I realized that I needed another carrot, so I peeled me another carrot to add to it because I remembered I was making a full box of macaroni this time. So with this dish, you'll need 2 full carrots and probably about 3 or 4 celery stalks. But then again, if you like more celery, add more celery. If you like more carrots, add more. Or if you like less, it's totally your choice. Make it your own. So now I'm chopping up my bell pepper. I'm using a red bell pepper, but you can use orange or yellow, just whatever you have on hand. I wouldn't recommend using a green one because they're not as sweet. I'm only using half of a red bell pepper because my husband's not a fan of eating bell peppers in a dish. He likes the flavor that they bring, but he doesn't necessarily like eating them. So now I'm chopping up an onion. This was a rather large onion, so I'm only using half. I don't want the onion to overpower the dish, so I'm only using half of a large onion. So that would probably be the equivalent to 1 small onion. But if you like a lot of onion flavor, then add as much as you like. Or if you like even less than a half of a large onion, then use less. Just make it your own. So now our water has come up to a boil. We're going to drop our whole box of elbow macaroni pasta, but by all means use whichever pasta you like or have on hand. And here's a friendly reminder to set your timer for your pasta for 10 minutes. That way you don't forget it like I do sometimes. The joke at my house is, like, when the smoke alarm goes off, then my husband yells, "Supper's ready." Anybody else's husband do that? Also here, just stirring the pasta, it can tend to stick together and to the bottom. So just give it a stir every now and then while you think about it. And then also a trick that I learned from my mama is if you keep a wooden spoon inside your dish or on top of your pot, it will keep the water from boiling over. There's some kind of reaction that happens because the wooden spoon doesn't absorb the water as quickly, and then when the bubbles hit the spoon, the bubbles will retract and it would keep them from overflowing and making a big old mess on your stove. And once your pasta is done cooking, give it a good drain. And then I also like to rinse cold water in it a couple times and drain it off to help cool it down. I wouldn't necessarily let your pasta sit in water and cool down, because it will absorb all that water and then it will get like really puffy and very soft and mushy. It takes a lot of salt and pepper to season your macaroni salad, so I go ahead and put salt and pepper on just the macaroni, and then that way at the end I can taste it to see if it needs more salt and pepper to taste. Now you want to go ahead and add your mayo of choice. I used up a container of vegan mayonnaise that I had, and then some regular Kraft mayo. Of course, if you want this dish to be vegan, then use the vegan mayonnaise. It's absolutely delicious. It's just hard to find here where I'm from. I started out with 2 cups of mayo, and then I let that sit, and then when you put it in the refrigerator, everything will start absorbing it. And when I got it out a couple hours later and checked it, I ended up adding another cup of mayo to it. So give everything a good mix, and then get you a spoon and taste it to see if you think it needs any more salt or pepper, and then add that if you need it. And that is all there is to making homemade old-fashioned macaroni salad. I hope you guys make this dish and enjoy it, and thank you so much for watching my channel.